Hi, this is Aaron, and move this back a bit. It is December 20th, 2011. It's been a while since I uploaded a video, and this is my third attempt at making the same video. It's very annoying. The last video that I was going to do was albums I bought from October, early October, till November, till Thanksgiving break. There was a lot of music that I wanted to show, but technical difficulties got in the way, and I never uploaded it. Sorry. And I've been having problems with doing this video, so I'm going to try and do this once again. Music that I've gotten from Thanksgiving break up until now. Actually, since yesterday. So I'm going to go in order here, so let's go. Alright. First time I got here, I had in the original video, it is Riot's new album called Immortal Soul. Immortal Soul is their new album, and if you don't know who Riot is, Riot are a hard rock band from New York that was formed by Mark Reale in 1975. They are probably best known for their album Fire Down Under, which was their third album, and it's considered one of the most underrated albums of the hard rock genre. And the band split up for a while because of confusion with Quiet Riot. And Quiet Riot, there was going to be some confusion. And then Mark Reale came with a new line with the band, and they made an album called Thundersteel and another one called Privilege of Power. Now that lineup has reunited on this album, Immortal Soul, and it is a very good album. I would highly recommend going to get it. It is not on iTunes, so just look at the CD. It's worth it. Alright, the other one I got here is Blood Rock 3. It's the third album from the band Blood Rock. Blood Rock are best known for their song. They're a band from Texas, and they had a song called DOA, Dead on Arrival, which made it into the top 40 of that 1970. And it's a pretty creepy song. I'd go check it out. But this is their third album, and it's got a couple good songs here. Jessica, Whiskey Vengeance, and I like the song on here called Breach of Peace. So, very good album, Blood Rock 3. And I got their other two albums as well. They have more albums after that, but... Okay, this one I had to repurchase because I had a copy from another CD, which I didn't feel comfortable with. So I had to repurchase it. And it is Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. This is the 1997-98 reissue. Very good album. Some people think it's their best album. I think Aqualung is their best. That's my favorite of theirs, but Thick as a Brick is right up there. And not a lot on here. It's just the song split up into two parts as usual. And then there's a live version of it from 1978 at Madison Square Garden. And then there's an interview with Annie Anderson, Martin Bear, and Jeffrey Hammond. Very good album, and I know of the vinyl release. If you fold out the album cover right here, it folds out into a newspaper. Some of the newspaper articles are in the booklet, but I don't think it's the same. It's very hard to read the print on here, but some of the articles are just really out there. They're all fake, by the way. Like, the whole album is based on this kid's poem that gets disqualified because it's inappropriate, and then Jethro Tull are the people who perform it. It's kind of funny. So, really good album. And I heard that they're going to be touring the album next year because it's going to be 40, and I have to check that out. I saw Jethro Tull in 2005, and they performed everything from Aqualung, but not in order. It was like 2 songs from Aqualung, and then they would play other songs, and go back to Aqualung. So it's kind of weird, but Jethro Tull are a very good live band. And Annie Anderson is very funny. Alright, the other one I got here is another repurchase. I originally got this on iTunes in 2006, so I made sure I got the collector's edition of this, and it is Love Forever Changes. You see this thing on a lot of releases these days, and like Deluxe Edition, Legacy Edition for Warner Brothers. Well, this is on Rhino, which is Warner. Yeah, Warner Music Group. This is their way of getting a 2-disc on one, 2-disc editions. The collector's edition, that's their one. And this was released in 2008. The album was released in '67, and it's basically just the original album here. And then the second disc is very interesting. It's got a alternate mix of the original album, and the alternate mix is very stripped down, and you can hear things that you didn't hear in the original mix, and it's very interesting, for me at least. Some people think that they're just cashing in to reissue another, reissuing a classic album, and you know what? They might be right. So, it's interesting. The bonus material has outtakes, demos. They even do Wooly Bully. And it's got some singles, mono version of Alone Again Or. And I'm very happy with this release. I got it used, and so Love Forever Changes Collector's Edition worth picking up if you don't have it already. Even if you have the original album, I don't know if it's worth it. But if you never heard the album, go get it. It is one of the best albums ever made. So, alright, the next 3 albums here I got from a FYE in Philly. And first of them is another Jethro Tull release, but this is kind of interesting. It's 2 albums in one here. We go first here. We got Songs from the Wood and Heavy Horses. This cost me $12, which is usually the price of just one of these albums, so that's pretty impressive. Both albums are really good, more so for Songs from the Wood, but Heavy Horses is a very good album as well. I'm just amazed that, the price is, it was very cheap, and I didn't know that it existed. I mean, a lot of bands do it, putting 2 albums in, one set, but, I didn't know this existed for this one, so, very happy with this one. And over here, I got the, Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon. This is the 1995 remaster. I also have the 1995 remasters of Ozzy's first 2 albums, Blizzard of Oz, and what was the other one? Diary of a Madman. Now, the reason why I got the 1995 ones as opposed to the 2002 or even the 2011 ones, well, the 2011 ones got it right. I'm sure if many of you are fans of Ozzy, you would be aware that the first 2 albums were reissued in 2002, and Ozzy said that it wasn't his idea, it was Sharon's idea to re-record the bass and the drums, because the bassist and drummer on those first 2 albums, Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake, kept suing the Osbournes for unpaid royalties. So Sharon thought the best way to settle this was to get rid of them completely on the albums, and that didn't sit too well with fans. So they reissued the albums this year, and people still think that there are problems with those ones. But luckily, I got the 1995 versions of those with the original bass and drums. I think Bob Daisley is on Bark at the Moon. I know Lee Kerslake isn't. He was in Uriah Heep by that point. But, I heard some bad things about the 2002. It was too loud, and I heard a few tracks, and I thought, yeah, this is really loud. So I found this version for, what is it? Doesn't put the price here. I think it was like $6. Very good album. The self-titled track is obviously a classic. But there's a couple of other good songs on here. So, Bark at the Moon, Ozzy Osbourne. Very good album. And the other one I got here is a very unique. First heard the album when I was in 7th grade, I believe. Checked it out at the library, and then I got it on iTunes. And then I found out that it wasn't the actual remix, so I'll just show you the album right now. It is The Who's Quadrophenia. And the thing that's very unique about this one is that, well, the one I got from iTunes was the 1996 remix, actually. What I got here is the album from 1985. The original album was made in 73. And the 1985 issue of the album is the original mix. The other ones that came after that, like 1996, were remixes, and people weren't too happy about that because it got rid of some things and you didn't get to hear on the other ones. The biggest of them being, there's a song here called The Dirty Jobs, and there's a part where you can hear the sound of seals, and you can't hear the seals on the 1996 remix. And I'm aware that Quadrophenia has yet again been re-released and remixed by Pete Townsend earlier this year, and it is still not the original vinyl mix. So I did not go and get that, but this was $9.99, and I thought, why not? And it's very interesting to hear this alternate mix. This is how people heard the album, I think, back in '73, and it's very interesting how much they changed. One of the Who's best albums ever. My favorite would have to be Who's Next, and then Tommy, and then this one. I don't know. Tommy's the original, but Quadrophenia is a great album, so I'm very happy with this purchase. People think that the best sounding one of Quadrophenia is the Gold Disc, which has cost about $200 now. But this is the best I could do, so Quadrophenia. And last year I got, just yesterday, it is Saxon with Wheels of Steel. It is their second album, and it's their first album that I've ever gotten by them. A very good hard rock heavy metal album. This is the 2009, I believe, 2009 reissue of the album. It includes the original album along with a bunch of bonus tracks. How many here? Like 7 bonus tracks, and I don't care for them too much. I just care about the original album. As far as the original album goes, this is very good. So, Saxon, Wheels of Steel, and that is about it. Oh god. The other thing I did get on, what was it? It was on iTunes. I got the debut album from a band called Legs Diamond. It was very interesting. But that's all the music I've got in physical form from Thanksgiving break up until now. And thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye.